Welcome to one more episode of the Digital Transformation Show. We are very happy to have Sarah Leander Persson coming all the way from Copenhagen to meet us here at the Dome of Vision in Aarhus today. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you, Estefania.
Thank you so much for taking such a trip today. The weather is not as nice as we would like to, but it was nice to have you here.
Very nice to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
What we have seen in the program, in the Digital Transformation Show, is that there is so much of the CEO's personality and background that is transferred to the company's environments and to the company's development. Can we talk about a bit about your background before you came to work in PREZENTOR?
I'm not Danish. I'm Swedish actually, but have lived abroad for the past 18 years. I actually moved away from Sweden when I was 18 years old because I had a huge interest and passion for just getting to know other countries and languages and cultures. And of course, when you move away from your home country at a young age, it really shapes you. You get very humble from knowing that everything is not in the same way as it is at home. I ended up in Denmark for my university studies, where I did my bachelor and my master's at Copenhagen Business School in innovation and business development. But I wanted to work internationally, so I started off my career at the European Court of Justice, and then took a little detour to Canada, where I was a customer success manager for a Norwegian software company called Meltwater, and then 5 years in the Netherlands as an international business development consultant for Business Sweden, which is a semi-governmental organization that helps Swedish companies grow abroad, and that was such a great learning for me. Because I worked both with really large Swedish companies and really small ones taking their first steps outside of Sweden. And that helped shape me as a professional. Working with all these different types of companies, I saw a lot of different things, and we also helped them in all areas of their business. And this has been really a crucial experience in my current role, where I'm constantly faced with different challenges, working with all areas of our business, and also expanding and taking the journey now myself internationally.
Would you say that your international background has given you a more global mindset that reflects on your success, on your personal success?
Definitely. I think having international experience is really only a benefit. And it shapes you a lot, because when you are not on your home turf, you're always slightly humble of being the outsider. And that helps also in a startup environment, because as a startup you are also the outsider, trying to get in on the playing field, fighting your way, showing the value and shouting out why you deserve to grow and why you deserve a marketplace. So I think having an international background also fosters a bit of a fighting spirit.
Yes, how to make your differences your strengths.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice. We have been really looking forward to having a woman CEO in our show since we started. And I didn't want to be cliche talking to the CEO that it's a woman, especially just about gender gap, but I think it's kind of mandatory for us right now, having you as the first woman guest in our show. So we were just discussing before, how do you see in general the environment here in Denmark regarding a gender gap in the tech industry?
I think there's still a lot of work to be done, but I think we've come a really long way. Only since I started my career 10 years ago. Today, even though there's by far not as many female CEOs as there are male CEOs, it's quickly on the rise, and it's becoming a perfectly new normal. And I think we're making really good progress. And for every every new female CEO, it's one step closer to being in the perfectly, I don't think that exists, but being in an equal world.
Okay, how has been your personal journey? How did you end up being the CEO of PREZENTOR?
3 years ago, I was looking to make a shift in my career. I had been working as an international business development consultant for several years, and I wanted to take on a new challenge that would challenge me as a person, but also set me on the right path for the rest of my career. And it was via a friend who was working for Saxo Bank, which is one of our customers at the moment. They had just purchased PREZENTOR for themselves. And she told me that, hey Sarah, I know you're looking for a new opportunity. We've just gotten started with this great sales enablement platform. I think you should take a look at it and talk to them and see if there would be a fit with you. So I did, and a couple of weeks later I actually joined the company.
In which department?
So I was at that point, that was 3 years ago. We were still really small, so I took on the lead for setting up our customer success, managing our customer journey, and making sure that our existing customers stayed happy and wanted to renew their licenses with us. It was of course a really important part of our company. So making sure that we provide value to our customers, making sure that they are happy, that we have a high usage of it, that is fundamental for our growth. We were founded in 2013, so we're 6 years old, and for the first couple of years we had a focus on building the platform and getting large international Danish companies on board as customers. That's where we had a natural fit with our product, or that's where we had a natural product customer fit. Last year we went out for a funding round, and we sought new investors in order to take the next step on our journey, our scale up phase basically. And we were looking for investors that could provide insights to how to make this journey most efficiently, or most effectively. So we wanted not just money, we wanted smart money, if you can call it that. And we found exactly the types of investors that we were looking for, and together with them we now have a really strong board and a really strong fundament to stand on in order to double our revenue this year and also the coming years.
And expand globally.
Yes.
So that's the main goal right now, to
Definitely.
get more customers from around the globe, and not that many from only Denmark and the Nordics necessarily. You have operations in Ukraine already.
Yes, our development team is based in Ukraine, and have been from the very start. That's a collaboration that existed even before PREZENTOR was founded, as our founder was working with the same team already back then. They're really highly skilled, and we have such a good experience from the past working with them. And when you've worked together for a long time, and then communication is easier. You know what to expect from each other, and you can focus on delivering the optimal work. So during the first couple of years of PREZENTOR, we had a very strong focus on large Danish companies primarily, with a multinational user base. So we have users all over the world. I believe actually 46 countries or something when last time I counted. But our customer group is primarily Danish. Now, in order to scale efficiently, we are targeting the small, medium-sized businesses. And that's for multiple reasons. It's mainly because there's a shorter sales cycle. Working with the large companies is great, and we have a really good fit with them. But in order to grow as a company and have a healthy cash flow and shorter sales cycle, the small, medium-sized companies make a lot of sense for us. They are also fast adopters of new types of technology, and they want to stand out and compete with sometimes the bigger companies and present themselves in a digital way in the sales situation.
I would like to know, when do the companies that become your customers start to see the benefits of using PREZENTOR, and what are these benefits for them? Do people have to download an app or a desktop app, or are you cloud-based?
We're cloud-based for our backend, but in order to make the most use of PREZENTOR, they can download an app for their iPhone or for their iPad or for their desktop.
Most of the companies have this kind of data, could be on an Excel sheet, on some other kind of software. How do you manage the integration of all of these other platforms to PREZENTOR?
So one of our core strategies at the moment is to be a natural extension to the company's CRM system. Only 10-15 years ago, not all companies worked in a CRM system. Today, it's extremely rare not to have a CRM system, even as a small company. And that's the core of your business. That's where you keep logs on all your customers, all your customer data, and that's where you need to have, that's what you need to have as your core. PREZENTOR plugs into that, and we become the natural extension. And that's why working closely with companies like Salesforce and Microsoft Dynamics is so important to us. They can basically see the benefits within half an hour. When signing up to PREZENTOR, we have multiple ways of getting started really fast. So if you take your existing sales content and put it into the PREZENTOR platform, most common feature that provides value the fastest is our tracking. People do that sign up, they upload their content, they send it to a potential customer, and they get tracking. When does he or she open it? What do they look at? How do they interact with it? So they actually qualify their customers in a whole different way, much more efficiently, within an hour of getting started with PREZENTOR.
Do you train your customers to learn how to analyze this data, or do they have people within their companies to do this data analysis for them?
It can be both. So we always train and help our users getting started in order to provide the best experience and make sure that they actually get the value as soon as possible. So we have an onboarding program. It can be made very short, and with our bigger customers, it's over an extended period of time. And then there's we have a reporting tool in our platform where you can easily just pull the statistics that you need, or we can make more advanced reports for those who need that. One of the key features or functionalities of our platform is that we bring sales and marketing closer together. We make them talk the same language.
I guess PREZENTOR uses PREZENTOR.
Yes.
to track their customers, right?
Yeah.
Is this actually helping you to develop the platform to be your own customer, kind of?
Yeah. So
Okay.
the irony of this is that one of our main missions at the moment is to live as we preach and really use PREZENTOR all the way. Just go on our website and sign up for a free trial. We have 14 days free trial to our full platform.
Thank you, Sarah, and I hope that every single one of your goals is achieved very soon, that your company keeps on growing. And again, thank you for meeting us here in Aarhus today.
Thank you, Esfania.